Welcome to the next episode of vSphere Breakroom Chats. I'm Shobhit Bhutani, Product Marketing Manager at vSphere at the VCF division in Broadcom. I'm the Product Marketing Lead for AI/ML and Gen AI. I lead the messaging and positioning of AI/ML. In this series, we bring VMware and partner experts to discuss VCF and associated technologies. These fabulous experts also share their backgrounds, industry trends, and general tips for IT technical experts and our customers. Today, I'm very excited to bring my close peer, Shruthii Sathyanarayanan, Product Marketing Manager at NVIDIA. We work a lot together, so it's very exciting to bring you on, Shruthii, today to discuss the journey of VMware Private AI Foundation with NVIDIA from announcement till today. Welcome, Shruthii.
Thank you, Shobhit. I'm glad to be here.
Wonderful. So let's jump right in, right? It's pretty cool to have you on, Shruthii, like I was just indicating to the audience, right? Because, we work together so close, right? So there's another new way of kind of looking at your perspectives and hearing something new stuff. So it's very exciting times today for AI/ML, right?
Of course.
Particularly particularly since the launch of ChatGPT, right? NVIDIA and you guys are the center of all of this, right? I mean, you've been enabling all that for years now, right? People are just seeing the final fruits of it, so to speak. Now, how do you see, right, the market evolve, right, from the last few years to what's going to happen in the future, right? What does that all look like from an NVIDIA perspective and from your perspective, Shruti?
Yeah, so Shobhit, just a few years ago, much of the focus in AI was on conversational AI, perceptive AI, systems that were designed to understand, right, language or images and so on and so forth. But around the launch of ChatGPT, we actually saw a shift towards generative AI. So they're not just interpreting, but these systems are also creating. And this shift has unlocked this ability to generate text, images, video, code, even sound. Um, but this is a huge leap in capability, but that also comes with more computational needs, right? And this is where NVIDIA GPUs continue to deliver their unparalleled performance, efficiency, and scale. From our latest Blackwell architecture to previous generations like Hopper, a single Blackwell B200 GPU offers about 192 GB of memory, up to 8 terabytes per second of bandwidth. It also offers support for FP4 precision. And what more is we've entered this new era of agentic AI, where models don't just perceive or generate, but they also act. So these AI agents can reason, they can make decisions, they can carry out tasks autonomously in very complex environments, such as automating customer support or optimizing supply chain, executing financial strategies. And these advanced AI agents require a system of like multiple generative AI models, right? Optimized for agentic functions and capabilities. But this complexity also means that the need for powerful and enterprise-grade models and platforms is more critical than ever. And NVIDIA's agentic AI building blocks allows organizations to easily develop AI agents and deploy them anywhere. And a quick overview of what we offer, we have NVIDIA Nemotron, which is a family of open reasoning models that are trained with NVIDIA's latest techniques, and they're also optimized for agentic use cases. We also have NVIDIA Nemo, which is a modular and end-to-end platform to accelerate the data flywheel. And that means ingesting and processing data to customizing and evaluating your models or integrating retrieval systems or applying guardrails. And it enables teams to continuously optimize their agentic systems with human as well as AI feedback. And we've also, of course, got NVIDIA NIM, which are easy to use inference microservices, that let you rapidly deploy AI models and construct scalable multimodal agentic systems. And of course, we've got AI blueprints, which are reference examples from NVIDIA, available on build.nvidia.com, which allows you to build your own agent for your own use case. And I think taking a step back and looking ahead, the combination of generative capabilities with reasoning and action with agentic AI, I think it's just going to redefine how work is done. And it's very exciting to see that, we're just getting started.
Absolutely. I think, a lot of things like really struck really well what you just said, right? I mean, agentic is really where all of this starts to get to like massive scale improvements for customers, right? That's when they start getting those tons and tons of things that they've been asking for AI/ML now. So this is the next phase of very exciting time of AI, right? It's going to be the AI world for the next several years, and now it's pretty cool to see where we're going jointly on this, right? So
Definitely.
this is a great segue, so to speak, right? We talked a little bit about where agentic AI is going to now really revolutionize how the industry is going, basically every aspect of every business, right? Now let's talk about the journey of VMware Private AI Foundation with NVIDIA, our joint platform. It was announced in 2023 at Explore, with both, Jensen on stage with Raghu, right? Our previous CEO before we became part of Broadcom. Why is this platform, you think, a great way for NVIDIA and Broadcom to reach our customers? What do you think about when you think about this platform? What comes to your mind, Shruti?
That's a great question, Shobit. I think before we jump into the platform, though, we should talk about how NVIDIA and VMware, we go way back, right? It's been more than a decade now,
Right.
collaborating with around GPU virtualization with vGPU to now AI in the enterprise with VMware Private AI Foundation with NVIDIA. And as you mentioned, we announced VMware Private AI Foundation with NVIDIA at Explore in 2023, VG8 in 2024, and we're back now in 2025 with some pretty exciting updates with the VMware Cloud Foundation 9.0. And to answer your question on what sets this apart, I think it's the ability to help customers build, run, and scale their AI applications securely, right? With their own data, within their own infrastructure, while benefiting from three key components from this platform, which is NVIDIA's accelerated computing for unparalleled performance and scale, and VMware Cloud Foundation, of course, as a secure and trusted private cloud platform, as well as NVIDIA AI Enterprise, a cloud-native suite of software to accelerate your agentic development.
Wonderful. And as you were kind of talking about, right? From the announcement to GA, we've gone really, really fast, right? From 2024, 2025, and some really, really cool features that we keep adding at every different version, except especially at the last one, right? With 9.0, we've really taken it to the next level, right? It's really the massive differentiation that we're jointly bringing together, right? Because of the resource sharing, first of all, the virtualization capabilities of compute, networking, and GPU, right? GPU, particularly vGPUs, we've had a long partnership, like you'd mentioned. The speed, agility, because of the automation of GPU reservation, memory, network, storage capabilities of AI applications, and then consistent operations, right? Whether a customer is going for an AI workload, a non-AI ML workload, containers, basically any kind of workload, right? It's a modern or a traditional. VCF brings that phenomenal amount of consistency across the board. And this is why we are also very, very highly differentiated from a TCO perspective, right? Our latest Broadcom studies, right? And we freely share this now in our customer pitches, etc., is we're 29% lower than bare metal, right? And up to 90% lower than public clouds. It's just crazily good numbers, right? Right. So this is why it's a very differentiated platform and gives you top level capabilities at the lowest cost, right? Now, let's get into the latest release, right? That we of VMware Private AI Foundation with NVIDIA, right, with VCF 9.0, and why that's so important to our platform. So let me just talk a little bit about, Shruti, why, with this new version, right, why it's so exciting, right? We've always had privacy and security features, right? Surprise, surprise, its name in the popularity of the platform, right? Private AI Foundation. However, so we enable privacy and security, and then we always had infrastructure stuff. Surprise, surprise, we're infra people, right? We're the best at infra. And now we're adding streamlining model deployment capabilities, right? Customers are very excited about these new capabilities. In fact, my sales team is, just last week was actually mentioning that they're actually pitching these model deployment capabilities, right? Which brings together really a very nice, better together story between NVIDIA and Broadcom, right? Because the stuff getting from an infra to model deployment, and then now using NIMs and all the other cool things that NVIDIA Enterprise offers. Now brings like some really cool stuff for data scientists and ops professionals, right? MLOps people. Now there's several in this category: model deployment, API gateway, data indexing and retrieval service, and AI engine builder service. In fact, the last two episodes, right, are actually laser focused on those capabilities. So definitely take some time. I'm saying this to the audience, really. The audience should really spend some time listening to the last two, because we go in depth with those capabilities, right? So now, as we think about this particular release, right? Shruti, what's your perspective on how the NVIDIA Enterprise Enterprise adds so much more into this platform, right? And enabling customers for their agentic journey. What do you think about the NVIDIA Enterprise angle of this?
Yeah, I think you actually shared a lot of great context with what's new in this release, and I'm just going to add a little bit of color on how this release continues to expand the value of NVIDIA AI Enterprise within this joint platform. Right, so we're enabling customers to begin their agentic AI journey with NVIDIA AI, and that includes secure and reliable deployment of AI models with NVIDIA NIM inference microservices. We also have information retrieval with high accuracy and maximum data privacy with NeMo Retriever. And we also have customizable reference applications called NVIDIA AI Blueprints that I previously mentioned, which help you build agents for your use case. And you can get started today on build.nvidia.com. And in addition to these, NVIDIA AI Enterprise also enables privacy and security, which you previously touched upon, right, for customer environments. And we do so with proactive security remediation, software lifecycle support for API stability, as well as NVIDIA Enterprise support with enterprise SLAs. And we're trying to give organizations the confidence they need to bring AI into production with this holistic end-to-end offering.
Fantastic, Shruti. And this really kind of brings together, right, why VMware Private AI Foundation with NVIDIA, enables infrastructure admins, right, and developers to deploy agentic AI from infrastructure all the way to app deployment, right? That's the entire journey, right, is what we cover with this platform. That really seals the deal, right, with most customers that we talk to, right?
Exactly.
So, yep. And so with that, we're coming close to this episode. Thank you so much for joining me today, Shruti.
Thank you so much for having me, Shobhit. This was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Love this conversation. I had a lot of fun talking today with Shruti. With that, we're coming to the end of this episode. If you like this episode, join in for the next one. This is your host, Shobhit Bhutani, signing off. Have a fabulous day, evening, night, and week. Bye-bye till next time.